Welcome back to the Valor Knight. Today we're going to be starting the Voice of Isengard Deluxe expansion with the Fords of Isen. Setup, we add the Islet to the staging area and attach agreement to that location. Go ahead and do that. Then each player searches the encounter deck for a different Dunland enemy and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. I'm going to look for this guy who surges so that we don't have to do that. Shuffle. And then we will flip. Time 5. After the last time counter is removed from the stage, we discard Grima, and we can't advance unless the first player controls Grima. So, basically we can very quickly lose this if we don't make 6 progress in 5 turns. While it's the active location, that's while it's the active location, so we don't got to worry about that right now. Alright, so who am I bringing on the quest? We're bringing Lore Pippin, 2/1/1/2. Each enemy gets +1 engagement cost for each Hobbit hero you control, so they'll all have +1, so he's really 31. Then bringing Tactics Eowyn again, because as I've said, for solo games, she is easily one of the most powerful heroes in the game for 1/1/3. And we're bringing back Dunhere, 1/2/1/4. Mainly because we're only starting at 20 threat, and so Dunhere is going to be able to pick off some of these enemies in staging before we get started. So let us go ahead and head into the first round. First thing I want to do is think whilst my threat is 20 or under, right? So Secrecy 1 for Resourceful. And then we'll go ahead and play Daron's Runes. I'm going to keep the Handmaiden, actually. Then we'll play 1 for the Dagger of Westernese. You know what? Let's go ahead and spin both of those. So we'll double up these daggers while we can for Dunhere. And then we might need a chump blocker, so we're going to play that. And the goal is to have as few cards in my hand as possible, so when I get stuff, I'm going to play it. For questing, we're going to send 6. Card we get is the Fords of Isen. We can't gain resources from card effects while it's in the staging area, so my resourcefulness doesn't do anything right now. And after it becomes the active location, we have to draw up to 5 cards. So it's pretty terrible locations for this quest because it punishes you for drawing cards. Anyways, make a single progress, and we will travel here. That gives us, that gives him +1. He's also getting +2 attack. And this, notice that it is +2 if attacking an enemy with an engagement cost higher than your threat. But that enemy doesn't have to be engaged with me. So we move into combat. We're not going to optionally engage. Instead, I'm going to swing with Dunhere. So he gets 2 normally, +2 for each of these, +1 for attacking in the staging area. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for attacking the staging area is 5, and then because the enemy has a higher engagement cost than my threat, that's 6, 7. So he's swinging for 7 into staging area turn 1. So swing for 7, which is enough to kill that enemy, and we can move on into the next round. When we do, we remove a time counter, so time is ticking. We can't gain resourcefulness, but I will play Galadriel's Handmaiden to drop my threat by 1. And I intentionally don't want to play Foehammer yet, because that draws me cards, which is not what you want to do in this quest. So we'll quest for a little bit more this time. Card we get is another Fords of Isen, so we make 2 progress. 1, 2. We'll detach Grima, move this to the victory display, and then we have to travel here, because this is a lot of threat and staging. I have to draw until I have 5 cards, so there we are. And since this is still in staging, I still can't get resourcefulness, and we will move on into the next round, dropping the time counter down 1 more. Only got 3 turns, but I think we'll be okay. I'm going to keep that for a test of will, I think, though I kind of want to get rid of Ancient Matham. This is tough. You know what? We're going to play both, so I don't really want to draw cards, but I also don't want to keep cards in my hand. You can see the problem that you have with a quest like this. So we won't play anything. We will just quest again. And the card we get is a Dunland Berserker. After the engaged player draws any amount of cards, he makes an attack. So this is where you don't want to have a lot of cards. We make 5 progress. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear that location. We'll go ahead and travel here, and I have way more than 5 cards in my hand, so we're okay. And then he's not going to engage, but I can swing up for 7 and go ahead and kill him, and we can move into the next round. And I really need to clear here, so here we go. Hintermarth's going to come in, and then I'm going to go ahead and use him. Okay, just got an enemy coming in. So 1, 2, only 2 will go in staging, so we need to make 4, 5, 6, 7 progress. So how much? That's 10 minus 2 is 8. So okay, so we're good, I think. I am going to Ancient Matham this because I'm really looking for Unexpected Courage. That's a card I think we're going to need, so we'll do that. And then we'll go on the, by the way, me questing was just to count, so we'll send these people on the quest. Card we get is the Berserker, make 8 progress, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we clear that location, draw 3 cards, clear that, and after driving the Wildmen back from the, oh, this should have been discarded a while ago. After driving the Wildmen back, you were surprised to find King Theoden's personal advisor Grima Wormtongue among the men defending the fords. He tells you that he was on his way to Isengard when he was caught in the attack. Before he can say more of his errand, the Dunelindings redouble their assault. "Save me," Grima cries as he shrinks behind you. "The life of the king's counselor is in your hands." When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a Dunland enemy and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. It is time 2. This is where I have to get rid of all my cards. After the last time counter is removed from the stage, each player assigns X damage among characters he controls, where X is the number of cards in his hand, which is going to happen next turn. So I'm going to try to clear as much of this out of my hand as I possibly can. But first we're going to find a person. We're going to pick the tribesman because his threat's going to be really... wait, no. Is there another one of these guys who surges? Yeah, okay. We don't want to surge, so let's do that. For combat, I'm going to attack for 7. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this Berserker. And then... I can't play Gandalf right now, can I? Alright, that's it. We're going to go in the next round. Resourcefulness finally gets added. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 for a second resourcefulness. I'm going to try to get as many cards out of my hand as I can, so I'm going to have to dish out a lot of damage right here. So I got to think. Let's do 1, 2 for her. Drop my threat by 1. Somebody can take some damage. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to play Gandalf. And we're going to deal 4 damage. And I can actually just get this out of my hand. So we're just going to play it. Not use it, but just to get it out of my hand. We'll say tactics. So now I still have 5 cards in my hand. That's going to be a lot of damage. I'm going to try to put it on Gandalf is kind of my plan here. Alright, we get a surge attached to the current quest. After a player draws a card, raises threat by 1. Okay, so we won't know exactly what we're up against. We're going to try to get through this as quick as possible. I'm not worried about combat, so I think we can quest with Gandalf. Alright, surges into when revealed. The first player draws this into his hand. It can't leave that player's hand. And if he has more than 5 cards, which I do, it surges into this, which surges into the King's Road. Oh, so that just made me deal a significant more amount of damage. Alright, make 14 progress. Oh, actually that's perfect. I thought it was 16 I had to make, but 14. Whew, so we actually clear. And we move on. Wait, did I do something right there? Yeah, okay. When revealed, we have to find a Dunland enemy, add it to the staging area, and then shuffle the encounter deck. So let me look real quick here. What's my threat at? 22. Okay, so this guy will be, oh, wait, nope, another Surger. We don't want any surging. Alright, I'll get rid of that. And that's count to the current quest, so it went away. Can't leave my hand. Wow, that's terrible. Anyways, timed 3. And after a time counter is removed, we discard the top X card of the encounter deck, where X is the number of cards in my hand. and we add each enemy discarded that way into the staging area. Then we put 3 time counters. So we're going to try to get through this in one turn. We have to travel here, and it actually has 5 quest points, and then we'll swing for 7 to kill him, and we will go into the next round. Alright, we're going to Daron's Runes. We're going to discard... Oh, didn't want to do that. I think the Ether Swordsman might be a good choice to keep, so we'll discard that. Let's spin 2 for the Swordsman. It's a little extra questing power. And hopefully I can test of will something, because I really can't get rid of these cards. Gandalf goes away. Let's see what is next. Okay, it's just a location. So, oh, this should have gone down 1. Alright, everybody's questing. We make 13 progress. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect, that's halfway. Clear this. And we will travel there and move into the next round. Alright, Steed of the Mark. Attached to a Rohan character, it's restricted. Let's pump that on Eowyn to get it out of my hand. Let's spin 3 to get Bofur. And I think that's all I can play. So we will quest again. Hanamarth will show us that we get a Surging attached to the current quest. I'm going to probably cancel the Wind Revealed effect just to get one of these out of my hand anyway. So, alright. Sending 12. Oh, sorry. We're sending 16. This comes up. I'm going to spin 1 Test of Will, the Wind Revealed effect. It surges into a Dunley Tremin, Wind Revealed, draw a card, and then that's +1 threat to him. So that's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. But while there's at least 1 enemy in play, we can't defeat the stage. And if we do defeat the stage, we win the game. Well, this seems pretty easy to me. We're going to swing up again for 7, which is enough to kill him. And in doing so, we have won the game. So that's it. That's the first quest of the Voice of Isengard Deluxe Expansion, The Forts of Isen. We'll continue on with the next one to Catch and Orc.